Hey guys, what's up? Ano ba siya? Today, tara, pag-usapan naman natin itong pagkamatay ni Tantongko. Akala niyo hindi ko i-cover to, no? Of course, ko-cover at pag-uusapan natin. Bakit kanyo? Kasi may sinasabing, may mga patutsada na naman to si Auntie Claire Castro. Ngayon, tayo ngayon ng, babanat sa kanya. Okay guys, alam niyo naman 'no, ilang araw na binabanatan. Ilang araw na, ilang buwan na, hindi pa naman taon, na binabanatan ito ni, Yuse Castro, si VP Sara for being a fake news peddler. Anyway, so in one interview na panood po natin na maraming patutsada 'tong si Attorney Castro, na kesyo nagbabakasyon daw, walang ginagawa 'tong si VP Sara. Tapos I saw this interview na tinanong siya ni Kathed Filon, 'no, if itong asawa ni Tantoko, still working with, Lisa Marcos and, she said yes. And, I think in the same interview, if not just in case na hindi same interview, she also said na may patutsada na naman siya na about sa mga pagbabakasyon ni VP Sara. So ngayon babalikan natin siya. Ayon dito sa isang article galing sa, Billionaire.com. LA Police Initial Report 'no, nakakuha po ng report copy ang Billionaire.com. Tantoko took cocaine, marijuana before he died. Okay? So if we're gonna go through it, basahin natin 'no, it's been 1 day lang naman. Ayon dito sa article ng Billionaire.com, Rostans Air Paulo Tantoko took cocaine and marijuana before his death, according to a preliminary report by the Los Angeles Police. Okay? Based on the official report obtained by Billionaire.com, Paulo and wife Deputy Social Secretary Dina Arroyo. Ang tanong, etong si Dina Arroyo, she's working under who? Bongbong Marcos or Lisa Marcos, no? Had been in the US since early March to visit family. They checked into Beverly Hills hotel on March 3, where according to Dina, the couple have been using cocaine, cannabis, and alcohol. So ito, merong pag-amin, no? Ang isang deputy secretary na siya ay isang drug user. Okay? Ilan articles pa to? On March 8, Dina said Paulo used cocaine at around 2 a.m., then cannabis at 3 or 4 a.m. to help him sleep. She believes she woke around 11 a.m. and had gone into the bathroom. Rina told investigators she cannot confirm or deny whether she used drugs again while in the bathroom. When Paulo came out, he took a pill. He looked pale and sweaty. He said that he didn't feel well. Dina said moments later he collapsed in front of her. She called the hotel front desk for help, where the staff tried to revive him, followed by police and paramedics. Despite being given Narcan and CPR, Paulo was declared dead at 12:05 p.m. There was reported recent drug use. Toxicology testing shows that the presence of cocaine metabolites, the stimulant cocaine, can cause adverse cardiovascular, central nervous system, and metabolic effect, leading to death. Given the circumstances, the family history, there's a probable atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. Due to cocaine use, manner of death in an accident, according to the summary of the opinion narrative signed by the LA County Medical Examiner on July 9. The police also found several plastic baggies with unknown white powdery in the nightstand drawer. On top of the nightstand, they found a small round canister with half unknown blue pill, two halves of unknown white pill, and a red gummy substance. No? So, andito po yung ang police report. Okay? So, kanina, while I was watching Attorney Libayan's live, na habang pinapanood ko siya, syempre na-high blood na naman ako sa mga pinagsasabi nito ni Attorney Castro na kesyo fake news daw. Ngayon, pwede niya bang sabihin na base dito sa County Los Angeles Department of Medical Examiner na ang is hindi drug overdose. And it was also explained by Attorney Libayan na kung gumamit ka ng drugs, no, definitely, meron overdose na nangyari. 'Di ba? Bakit? Tingnan mo naman yung yung base dito sa police report na nakuha ni ng Billionaire.com. Gumamit ng 2 AM, gumamit ng 3 AM or 4 AM. Tapos hindi rin sila sure kung gumamit pa ng 11 AM. So ano 'to? Wala lang, 'di ba? Hmm. Tingnan pa natin 'tong isang updated response, this was 2 weeks ago naman. Air died from cocaine, LA coroner confirms. Ayon dito sa article na 'to, Mr. Tantoco died from the effects of cocaine with underlying heart disease as a contributing factor, according to Los Angeles County Medical Examiner. The manner of death was classified as accidental, with the official cause listed as cocaine effect and a probable arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease noted as a significant condition. Hmm. The case filed under number 2025-04377 remains open. So, under investigation pa rin siya. Tantoco was pronounced dead at the Beverly Hotel on March 8. He had been in Los Angeles as part of Lisa Marcos Aronesa's delegation for the Manila International Film Festival, which runs from March 4 to 7. Tantoco is survived by his wife, Dina Arroyo, and his former gentleman, Miguel Arroyo, and 3 of their children. Dina is a deputy secretary of President Marcos. Sa totoo lang, ito yung sa akin, the way I understand it, para sa akin ito, hindi naman magiging big deal ang kamatayan ni Mr. Tantoco. Okay? Kung hindi, deputy secretary ang asawa niya na si Dina Arroyo under sa administrasyon ni Bongbong Marcos. Bakit nga ba nagiging big deal ito? Unang-una sa lahat, for the last couple of months, most probably it's a year now, issue po ang pagpapa-hair follicle nito ni Bongbong Marcos. 'Di ba? Siya ay inaano tungkol sa drug use. Tapos malalaman ng taong bayan, meron nagtatrabaho under his office, under his administration, na isa ring drug user. 'Di ba? This is not all about, for me this is not all about Tantoco. This is about Bongbong Marcos being surrounded by people who use drugs. 'Di ba? And admittedly, yun ang nakalagay sa LA Police initial report. That Dina Arroyo has been using drugs. Nagtatrabaho ka sa gobyerno at isa kang drug addict or drug user? I don't even know how do you define drug addict anymore. Paano mo masasabi na ikaw ay isang drug addict? How many times should you use drugs before mo masabing ikaw ay isang drug addict? Parang alak lang 'yan, guys. Occasional drinker, 'di ba? Hmm. I think karamihan ng kababayan natin ang tinutumbok, it's not about the death of Tantoco that really matters. Ang nagma-matter is meron isang tao sa administrasyon ni Bongbong Marcos, 'no, ang namatay because of drugs. Coincidentally pa na isa sa mga kasama ni Lisa Marcos sa Amerika. When in fact, si Lisa Marcos at itong si Bongbong Marcos, no, allegedly are both drug users. 'Di ba? Hmm. At sinasabi rin dito sa initial na report na walang Lisa Marcos na natagpuan at saka Alexa Miro. Kung babalikan natin guys yung sinabi ko sa first video ko na nag-react ako dito. Mag-iiba ang pag-uusapan natin kung si Lisa Marcos at saka si Miro hindi naman nagsi-stay sa isang hotel with ano, hindi naman of course hindi naman dapat sila magkasama ng room, 'di ba? Hindi nagsi-stay ng isang hotel. It looks like galing sila sa ibang hotel. Na nagpunta lang sila doon to respond. Dahil nga official delegate nga ni Lisa Marcos itong mag-asawa. Or kasama rather, no? Let me rephrase that. Kasama niya sa official delegation itong asawa ni Mr. Tantoco. 'Di ba? Pero ayon nga sa report, if we're gonna go back to the article of Billionaire.com, ayon nga kay Dina Arroyo, they've been there ahead of the delegates, 'di ba? Pero ang sinasabi, they were there March 3. One day before dumating yung ano, which is March what? 4. Kailan ba yung event? Kailan ba sila dumating? We don't know. Akala ko ba bawal sa inyo, Attorney Castro, magbakasyon? Pero ayon nga diyan sa sinabi ni Dina Arroyo, they were there visiting their families. 'Di ba? They were there since March 3 to visit family. Anong pinagsasabi mo ngayon na bawal sa inyo magbakasyon? Yung pagpunta ba do'n ni Dina Arroyo para bisitahin niya ang kanyang mga kamag-anak? Sino nagbayad? Gobyerno o personal niya? Kasi account mo pa rin yung fact na siya ay isa sa official delegate ni Lisa Marcos, eh. Hmm. Ang lakas-lakas mo magpatutsada kay VP Sara. Pero hindi mo kayang tindigan yung bagay na 'to. Hmm. Sino ngayon ang tameme? Base sa report na 'yan, inamin na ni Dina Arroyo Tantoco na sila ay gumagamit ng drugs. So, sa inyo hindi uso ang nagbabakasyon, ang uso lang sa inyo nagda-drugs? 'Yun ba ang gusto mong palabasin na ngayon? Siyempre hindi mo 'yun sasabihin, 'di ba? Pero mas better na nagbabakasyon na lang ang mga tao kaysa naman na-involve sila sa drugs. Hmm. Tapos ito yung nakakatawa, dina-downplay pa yung senaryo. Hmm. Meron nilabas na statement yung ina mismo ni Mr. Tantoco, which is si Nena Tantoco. Again, I'm sending my deepest condolences to the family of Tantoco. Hindi po kayo yung pinaka-topic dito. Unfortunately, kayo ay nakaladkad lamang dahil ang naging main interest po, 'no, ng tao rito is yung inyong daughter-in-law umamin na siya ay cocaine user. 'Di ba? Which is, meron ngang allegations na itong mag-asawang Marcos or the first couple, mga drug users din. 'Di ba? There's an allegations. Kaya hindi maaalis sa taong bayan na, "Oh, why are you surrounded by drug users?" You get the point? Yung mga Talyanista kasing tanga, akala nila we're talking about exactly Mr. Tantoco, who is a private individual, 'no? Hindi naman siya talaga, yung asawa niya public servant. Tapos yung sinamahan pa nilang mga tao, merong mga pagdududa, if we're going to say that, 'no, just to sabihin na lang natin to be conservative or polite. May mga haka-haka at pagdududa tungkol sa first couple, tungkol sa drug use. Hmm. Kaya hindi yung maaalis sa ibang tao na mag-isip, bakit ka magbibitbit ng mga taong ang ikinamatay ay drug use. So, immediately puwede ring isipin ng mga tao, puwede mag-play yung part ng baka alam mo yun, naggamitan 'to ng mga drugs because ito yung kinukuwento ni Kati Binag, 'di ba? Oh, if maalala niyo, ano ba yung kuwento ni Kati Binag? Once upon a time, she went and attended their gathering and in-offeran siya ni Lisa Marcos ng drugs. So, hindi mo rin maaalis yun sa isip ng tao. Na puwede nga itong si Mr. Tantoco, in-offeran din ng drugs. Gano'n ka-friendly. Base na again, this is not coming from me, this is coming from as a reference, this is coming from the initial narratives of, Miss Cathy Binag, 'no? Sa mga iba sa mga kuwento niya na kesyo ito nga daw si, Lisa Marcos, inalok pa siya. So, nakikita niyo yung ano, ta's sasabihin ni Tony Castro, tangina grabe. Grabe yung pagtatanggol niya kay ano 'no, kay Lisa Marcos. Si Lisa Marcos na hindi binoto ng tao, walang mandato, walang puwesto, walang kahit ano. Hmm. Pero grabe yung pagtatanggol niya. Yung akala mo milyon-milyon o bilyon-bilyon yung pinapalamon sa kanya ni Lisa Marcos. Yung the way I was listening to Attorney Castro kanina and how she was defending Bongbong Marcos and Lisa Marcos, akala mo nabili na siya, nabili na yung buong pagkatao niya. Talo niya pa actually natalo pa nga niya yung ano, yung attack dog, 'Pag wala na ba sa power ang mag-asawang Marcos, ganyan pa rin kaya siya, 'di ba? Ganyan pa rin siya ka-attack dog, ganyan pa rin siya ka-loyal. Hindi ko alam kung magkano talent fee nito ni Attorney Castro, pero like eto, may singit lang, I don't know if you've seen the interview of, Attorney Guanzon, 'no? Sabi niya she's not a DDS and we know that from the very start. She's not a DDS and she will never be a DDS. The only thing that a lot of people admire pagdating kay Attorney Rowena Guanzon, she is a kakamping through and through. No amount of money can buy her principle, can ano yun, palitan ng kanyang dignidad. No. I really don't think that she will ever be an attack dog of any Marcoses, 'di ba? Hmm, hindi gaya ni Castro. Hindi mo na nga binoto si Bongbong Marcos, naging attack dog ka pa niya. Nakakatawa, 'di ba? Meron na nga siyang press briefer tungkol dun sa 1%, eh. I haven't watched it, 'no. Ayokong masira yung gabi ko. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Ngayon kung gusto niyo masira yung araw niyo, well, feel free. Panoorin niyo lang si Castro. Sure enough, sirang-sira araw niyo. I'll see you in the next video, guys.